You guys, of all the YouTube videos with X is killing your gains, X is destroying your gains, I gotta say, I believe this to be one of the most important ones, one of the most relevant ones, one that most people are doing and don't even realize it. It's not 3 sets of 10. It's not too many reps in reserve, though those things are killing your gains. This is mindset. That's why Oak City Strong is training, nutrition, mindset. If you don't have all three, you are leaving gains on the table. You are leaving the highest quality of life on the table. What we're talking about today is the negativity bias. The negativity bias, what is that? That's where here in a few months when this channel is completely blown up and there's comments section just blowing up every video, right? The negativity bias is where someone says, hey man, you're like an open book. Thanks for being so vulnerable. Someone goes, hey man, we're already seeing your physique progress over this short time since you've started this channel. It's awesome to see. I read 5 or 10 of those, and then one guy goes, is that a quilt on your chest? And I go, oh, they're being mean in the comments. That actually is a real comment on one of my other ones. I think it's hilarious. So the negativity bias is where there could be 50 positive things, kind of goes in one ear, out the other. You notice it, but don't make a big deal out of it. And then the one negative comment, we make a huge deal out of it. In the same way, in any given day, you could have a very smooth morning, the perfect breakfast. You could have a nice little morning routine, nice workout, nice work day. Someone cuts you off or something stupid happens on the way home. That's the thing you're going to tell your spouse about. Not all the things that went right, but the one thing that went wrong. How does this apply to our training? Because there's a great chance you're making all kinds of progress on a multitude of lifts, on a multitude of exercises, in a multitude of ways, but you'll get one less rep on that lift you're the most desperate to excel on, that lift you have the biggest need to progress on, and what do? That was me. Dude, I used to have a fucking meltdown. I used to have a literal crybaby, childish, tantrum throwing meltdown. And my wife, we used to train together when our schedules were more aligned. She'd go, dude, we've had so many good workouts. You just got that deadlift PR 2 days ago. You just got that squat PR. You just told me you're excited about this other thing that's gone up. Why are you so upset about losing this one thing? She tried to talk some sense into me. And it was falling on deaf ears until one day she was just over it. Because my wife's a fucking beast. She was getting strong as fuck. She's squatting in the mid 300s, low to mid 300s, deadlifting in the mid 300s, benching 135 for a shit ton of reps. She was getting strong as fuck. And now I'm me, her husband, the man in the relationship, the man in the house. I'm bringing her down with my negative energy. I don't even remember what lift it was, but it didn't go very well. And she goes, are you okay? And I go, no. So cringy. So cringy to think about. And she goes, well, fuck it. Go be not okay somewhere else. Go be a bitch somewhere else. I have an hour left. I'm trying to fucking train. And that totally snapped me out of it. Getting checked by my own wife on being a bitch ass motherfucker. Anyways, little personal backstory there as to how I used to do this to such a violent degree. But as this relates to you, you're probably adding a rep here and there to your isolation exercises. You're probably getting better mind-muscle connection slowly over time. You're getting more results than you think you are, but you'll have that one lift that doesn't go your way, and that's like the headlight, the spotlight. It's all you can think about. It's all you can see. I promise you, it's fucking you up because you're putting yourself on this emotional roller coaster. And then on that same exercise or that same lift, when it does go well, you'll have this really big spike. And then when it inevitably has that day it doesn't go well, you have this massive fucking drop. It's killing your gains, motherfucker. I promise you. How do I know? Because when I was in that era of letting a bad lift or a bad set ruin my day, I was making the worst results. Horrible results. And even then, there were wins that I could have looked at and appreciated. But overall, my results weren't great. Now, my results are phenomenal. But even today, it almost happened for a split second. I'm benching twice a week right now. I do Larson press one day and then bench press the other day. The weight I've been hitting on my Larson, I've been getting a set of like 4, and then I'll drop some weight and hit sets of like 5 to 6. My last workout, I hit 3 sets of 7 with the same weight that I've been capping out at 4. That's like pretty rare, especially on a really strict Larson pause press, really strict exercise. It's pretty rare. Then today, on my normal flat bench day, hit the same reps I've been hitting with the same weight, and for a split second, I started to go negative. I said, motherfucker, you just got an insane PR on the same muscle group, same area, different version of the same exercise 3 days ago. What are you going to start bitching for? And it snapped me out of it. But if I didn't have that to draw on, if I didn't know, just review the most recent win to remind yourself that you are making progress, I would have probably gone negative for the whole workout. Poopy pants. And this is the reason it's killing your gains. Let's really get to the meat of it. The reason it's killing your gains is once you have that emotional plummet, once you have that emotional spike, or you're upset, now you're carrying that with you for the rest of that workout. Are you really going to execute to your best ability on every rep of every exercise for the rest of your workout if you're down in the dumps like that, if you're being a victim ass little bitch like that? Of course not. So now all it had to be was one bad set, and now it's an entire bad workout. That compounded over weeks, months, and years will 100% kill your gains. So be on the lookout for that negativity bias. If you catch your mind starting to really hone in on the one thing that might not be going perfect or was perfect that day in your workout, think about this video. Remember that we all have this tendency with our brains, and just get a bird's eye view. And if you get that bird's eye view and you're like, I don't have any wins to review, I'm actually not making gains anywhere. Well, it's a big fucking problem. And you should DM me on Instagram, jump on the team, personalized coaching, feedback on every single exercise. Every exercise that's in your workouts, I progress them all individually. No cookie cutter. This is high level shit. With that aside, one more bonus tip, something I've done in the last few months. I have a notes section in my phone, and it's PRs, and everything's in there. Every single exercise, lateral raises, bicep curls, French press, not just the big compound lifts. And what that does is helps me realize I'm making a fuck ton of progress. If I look over that and every time I update it, I it's impossible for me to go too deep down that rabbit hole of the negativity bias because I just open up that note in my phone and I go, dude, you're fine. So, a little bonus tip for you. I want you to make the very best results possible in the gym because better is always better. Let's go.